Good afternoon. I'm Don Hartley, otherwise known as the Catholic Defender, and I'm here at Killeen, Texas at the beautiful entrance, right at the entrance of Seton Hospital, brand spanking new, and what a beautiful place this is. And I have a scripture here that I'm going to read because it kind of deals with the story that I'm going to give. It's coming from Psalms 121. I raise my eyes towards the mountains. From where will my help come? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. God will not allow your foot to slip. Your guardian does not sleep. Truly, the guardian of Israel never slumbers nor sleeps. The Lord is your guardian. The Lord is your shade. At your right hand, by day the sun cannot harm you, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you from all evil, will always guard your life. The Lord will guard your coming and going, both now and forever. The word of the Lord. And I have a story. When I was stationed in Iraq, we were at Joint Security Station, that is JSS We were stationed there for a few months. If you're familiar with, was the place where the Abraham came from. Before Abraham went to the land of the Canaanites, where God had set him off to go to a new place. So he comes from the land of and that's what this JSS was remembered as, or known as, and it wasn't too far from where Abraham was raised. But in this JSS, these JSSs were set up right there in the community of where the Iraqis were. The object was President Bush wanted us to be closer to the people, to have more of a positive effect, to try to change the mind and the will of the people. And so this had a lot of weight on the missions that we were doing in and around throughout Baghdad and also out the whole country of Iraq. So we're at this particular junction. We're at this particular JSS, and we're at a platoon sergeant meeting. And around this platoon sergeant meeting, you got the commander, you got the first sergeant, you got all these platoon leaders and platoon sergeants that are all kind of, discussing the issues of the day. And we're all in this meeting, kind of a long, rectangular table that we were using. And as we were in the middle of this meeting, far off into the distance, we heard this explosion. Just a few moments later, we hear this second explosion, much closer this time. So what was appearing was somebody was trying to gauge us and trying to hit inside our JSS. And then finally, there was this third explosion. And this time, this explosion was right in the back, right behind us. And my back was towards this explosion. And when this explosion hit, it was loud, it was a boom, it just knocked everybody senseless. People were diving under chairs, people were trying to find cover under tables and what have you. And one thing I will remember, the one thing I remember myself, because there was no time hardly to act, the one thing that I did, and I kid you not, the one thing that I did was I went down to one knee just like this. And that's what I did when I watched and saw all that was going on in front of me. And as soon as I got back up, I went out to make sure that everybody was okay. And then I went outside where this mortar shell hit to make sure that there was nobody hurt that landed on the outside of where this had hit. And fortunately, there was no injuries. There were no combat injuries. I had some of my medics that came up from elsewhere to help support me in this. But just at that moment of being dazed with that loud explosion and that moment of chaos, it was such an important, to me, that scripture that I read, that we don't know what our day and time is going to be, but we have to be ready on a daily basis. No one knows the day or the hour. But if you're ready, if you keep yourself straight, you try to live each day knowing that this is a gift to you, this is my prayer. That, if when you walk away, when you drive to work, whatever you're doing, always leave a blessing to those that you're leaving, your loved ones. Always leave a blessing, because you never know when the last time that might be. And so we just want to offer prayer for our troops, prayer for our country, and prayer for all of those who striving to make ends meet in this country. And so with that in mind, we will say good night and God bless. Have a good day.